It's an interconference NBA matchup. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Gerald Wallace in this one?
Well, they call him Crash for a reason, Kevin. I mean, his ability to create havoc on the floor, diving for loose balls, getting offensive rebounds. He's just got that combination of size and speed at the 3-4 position that is really tough to deal with.
And his athleticism really elevates that hustle play of his to an elite talent. I mean, he covers a lot of ground getting in passing lanes. And one other thing is when he gets in transition, we all know he can finish.
And, of course, the big news here, Ricky Rubio out with the injury.
It's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse. In the end, given the way it looked when he was helped off the court last game, I think he'd consider that good news.
I agree, Clark. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. And I know being out for a few weeks will be very difficult for him, but this is probably best case scenario when you really look at that replay of the injury from last game. That was gruesome.
Here's Captain Clutch after the made shot from Pekovic, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
So, Kevin, here's what the Celtics head coach had to say when we spoke just a few minutes ago. Team rebounding is something he stressed to his side, and rightfully so when you face a player that gobbles up the glass like Kevin Love. He told me that Love rebounds at an unreal rate, and his side can't take any mental breaks when it comes to boxing out on the defensive end. Love's numbers validate that fear, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. The guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the foul called on Andre Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Here's Captain Clutch. And it goes. That's good. While we're thinking about him, did you guys catch his comments at the press conference after their last game?
Guys, we always hear things about good teammates, and he certainly seems to be one of them. He has nothing but positive things to say about the rest of his team.
Well, when you talk up your teammates as much as he does, it's going to pay off. I mean, they become more confident. They respect you. They appreciate you. And now all of a sudden, it brings the team a little bit closer together.
Dishes it to Kobe. Passes to Captain Clutch. Offline with his 3. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And it's Miller penetrating. He feeds it to Shved. And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
Now, here is Miller. Right now averaging 5 points a game. And that one's good. Shved.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
Celtics trail by 3. Captain Clutch passes to Kobe. Here's Captain Clutch. No one near him. Captain Clutch. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. 10 points for Captain Clutch. Miller outside. There's Williams with the 3. Kept alive, Minnesota. And Pekovic kicks to Love. The feed now to Miller. A rebound by Kobe Bryant. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against Toronto.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
And Love gets it to go.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
Here's Captain Clutch, defended by Shved. Here's Wallace. Pass to Captain Clutch. Hits it from three-point range. Captain Clutch has got 16.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Shved with it. He has 6. Pass to Williams. The 3. And it's Williams again missing. Here's Captain Clutch. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Jang, he's checked in for Nikola Pekic. Turioff comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Muhammad in for Derek Williams.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. That went on Olynyk. Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the night. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Yeah, not a good idea throwing the ball down the court that far.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. It's stolen. It's 2-on-1. For the finish. They get it back. Chase Budinger is checked in for... Got a piece of it. And stolen by Miller. So on the floor for Minnesota, Williams and Love at the 4 and 5. Lexi Shved is out there with Andre Miller, and it's Muhammad in at the 3 spot. Here's Captain Clutch. 1 points in the game. Feeds to Gibson. The pass to Captain Clutch. Boston again missing.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
Now here's Shved. 8 points for him. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Chase Budinger is checked in for Minnesota. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Captain Clutch. Launches it. Kept alive by Boston. Here's Gibson. And finally they hit one. Gibson's got his second bucket of the night. Timberwolves trail by 10. Shved dishes to Love. Takes the lead pass. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at Houston. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that number 1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Minnesota, 5 games behind.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, they've managed their expectations well. I mean, they've been even keeled, not too high, not too low on themselves, and in decent shape as we get deeper into the season.
This is probably where they should be, to be honest with you. And I like it. You know, what you want to do with the NBA season, you just want to take it week by week. You can't get too high or too low. And this team, if they continue to just do their work on a daily basis, they should be fine.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Hi, Kev. Captain Clutch in their last time out against the Raptors got the job done. He ended up up with 44 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight. But his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Here's Williams after the made shot from Captain Clutch. 6 on the shot clock, and Williams backs in. And Derek Williams is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul. So it's Boston now. They've led by as much as 10. No good from Captain Clutch.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Love comes in for Jang, and it's Alexei Shved in for Corey Brewer. Now here's Buttinger. 23 points his last outing. Pekovic inside, pass on him, and it's Pekovic missing.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Captain Clutch. Boston, no good that time either.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Minnesota making a switch. Williams has checked in. And Shved kicks to Buttinger. He dishes it to Shved. Back to Pekovic. A second chance effort. Good on the shot. Pekovic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his putback.
No question about it. I mean, when you talk about bruising, that's his game. I mean, he's put that time in the weight room, and guess what? Now he's putting that strength and muscle to use.
And here is Williams after the three-pointer from Captain Clutch.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Brooks, Captain Clutch, defended by Shved. No good from Captain Clutch.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Buttinger. From outside, off the mark.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Some changes for Minnesota. Muhammad, he's checked in for Love. And it's Bell in for Chase Buttinger. Shved the pass to Bell. Kicks to Shved. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Shved's got 14 points for the game. Here's Captain Clutch. 26 points for him. Wallace a screen. Captain Clutch passes to Wallace. Here's Captain Clutch. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Celtics out in front, leading by 4. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone, to the Halftime Report. Let's get going. The Celtics taking care of business.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we return, a view of the beautiful skyline of downtown Boston. Captain Clutch having a dominant impact in this game.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Captain Clutch in at point guard. Brandon Bass is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Kobe, and it's Wallace in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. Steps back and shoots. Here's Captain Clutch, covered by Pekovic. Timberwolves trail by 7. Shved with it, now defended by Captain Clutch. And it's Captain Clutch with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And a chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders. Take a look at Captain Clutch, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
You know what, Kevin? Leading the league in scoring is no small feat. He's out there every night giving it his best, and the effort is definitely paying off.
It's stolen by Bass.
He was on that pass in the flash, read it, reacted, and then picked it off.
There's Captain Clutch. Misses the 3.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Now here's Shved. He's got 14. Here's Love. Nice defense from Wolves.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Williams kicks to Shved. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Love. Hits the front of the rim and out. Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Captain Clutch. That 3 off the mark.
It's been a tale of 2 halves, guys. He was on fire from long range in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
Now here's Shved, guarded by Kobe. Now Shved, the dish to Pekovic. There's the bucket, good.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight planks.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, pretty average numbers for him from the foul line, shooting about 75%.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season. Looking at the Timberwolves, let's see where they rank in the NBA statistics right now. 3rd in rebound, 6th in scoring, and they are in the top 3rd of the league in assists. The quality of players they have, you thought they might be better there, but not bad.
And the rebounds really jump out at me, Clark, when you talk about all those numbers. I mean, this is a ferocious rebounding team. They're very physical, and they always take the fight to their opponent. They seem to own the paint, and when they do that well, they're awfully tough to beat.
And Minnesota has possession. They trail by 9 points. Miller dishes to Williams. Back to Miller. He kicks to Love. Passes it to Shved. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Shved's got 17 now.
His shooting has been so good today, and may have to take it upon himself to try and get his club out of this hole.
Back to Wallace. Pass to Captain Clutch. Dishes to Bass. And stolen by Pekovic. Here's Shved. 17 points in the game. He feeds it to Miller. Shot clock at 6. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Kobe. Williams kicks to Shved. No good on the 3. Celtics leading by 6. The shot's good from Captain Clutch. Captain Clutch has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off. Perfect.
Love kicks to Shved. He passes to Williams. Gives him the lead pass. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Miller. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Miller's got 8 points.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
I don't know of too many other players, Kevin, who have his level of concentration offensively. Just seems to have that singular focus you need as a shooter that, you know, even if a defender's all over you, you still just lock in and let it go.
And I also want to point out how good he is at positioning himself defensively near the bucket. He knows how to draw a charge.
Love, no good.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Williams against Kobe. It's Williams with the drive. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I'll tell you, the other thing, guys, is the mid-range shot has been something that's really worked well for them tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Zhang comes in for Nikola Pepe, and it's Bell in for Derek Williams.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Muhammad, he's checked in for Kevin Love. Both free throws good from Captain Clutch.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Now, here's Brewer, defended by Vasquez. And Bell kicks to Zhang. They get a hand on it. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Pulls up on the wing. The shot's good from Captain Clutch. Captain Clutch has got 40 points.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Miami. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball, game in and game out. And, of course, the Boston Celtics, 2.5 games back.
I think for the Celtics, there's always one Cinderella team in the NBA each year, it seems. And this year, it looks like they're it.
Yeah, for sure. But I know they don't like to hear that talk. Because they'll tell you that they thought they were going to be good from day one.
Celtics leading by 9. The feet to Banks. The pass to Captain Clutch. Unloads from 13. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
Well, they thought they'd handle this club last year both times, but they actually split the 2 season meetings.
Derek Williams checked in for Minnesota. Here's Brewer. He's got 13. Feeds it to Budinger. And the basket by Brewer. Brewer's got 15. You know, you would think, as you said, Steve, that no matter what building they were in, this is a team, they should have beaten both times.
It probably had a little something to do with the fact that they're just not a very familiar opponent. I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Here's Captain Clutch. He has 40. Brooks the pass to Vasquez. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. There's Captain Clutch. Minnesota with the rebound. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Budinger with it. Now guarded by Captain Clutch. And again, it's Minnesota converting. Celtics leading by 5. Back to Wallace. Passes it to Captain Clutch. Takes the 13-footer. Brewer with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And Budinger kicks to Zhang. Pass to Bell. On the wing, Williams. Back to Bell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Now, here's Brewer. He's got 15. Here's Budinger. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Here's Captain Clutch, and it's blocked by Budinger. Brewer pushes to Budinger. Bell kicks it to Budinger. Good! Budinger's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Jen. Love comes in for Bell. And it's Alexei Shved in for Chase Budinger. Minnesota's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Shved with it, now guarded by Bradley. And Shved kicks to Love. Hits the three-point bomb. Love's got 10 points. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
A great matchup. I mean, these two teams really, really match up well talent-wise. I'm enjoying this. You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
Now here's Shved. 17 points in the game. He had a nice open look right there. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. The rebound by Kobe Bryant. Kobe's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Pass to Captain Clutch.
This crowd really letting him know how they feel about it.
And I tell you what, that feels so good getting that kind of appreciation from the fans.
Shved, the pass to Love. He dishes it to Shved. Shved gets a screen from Love. Shved, no good.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Timberwolves lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tune in this Tuesday night, January.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
And I love their hustle because they're getting a lot of second chance opportunities just as a result of playing hard.
So on the floor for Minnesota, big men, Love and Pekovic. Andre Miller is up there with Alexei Shved, and it's Williams at the 3. Shved, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Miller dishes to Shved. For the 3. Can't get it to go. Now the Celtics take it the other way. There's Captain Clutch. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. That's good from Captain Clutch. He doesn't get the second one. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. It's Williams with the drive. There's the dish to Shved. The kick out to Williams. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's Love missing. Boston trailing. There's Captain Clutch. And that one is hammered home. Game winding down, and they just keep changing lead.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Steve, exciting stuff.
Yeah, this is a fun game to watch. Which team can kind of extend a lead and make a couple of big plays here, try to seize momentum. We'll see.
And pushing it up, here's Boston. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by Boston. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And a moment now to check out who Minnesota has coming up. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, you know the fans out in Brooklyn desperately hoping for their team to win that one.
Doubled by Shved. Now the pass to Captain Clutch. And the foul called on Andre Miller. And that'll be his third foul so far.
They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, the head coach of the Celtics had some instruction for his guys during that break. Despite the deficit, he told his guys, I've got confidence in you. We've had our backs against the wall before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, can they retake the lead?
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Miller after the made shot from Captain Clutch. Back to Miller to end the run. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Captain Clutch, covered by Pekovic. No good from Captain Clutch. Miller kicks to Shved. Outside Williams. Dishes it to Love. Guarded by Bradley. Here's Pekovic. It's good from in tight.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
But both defenses have been on their heels all day, and it's begun to take its toll.
Here's Captain Clutch. No good from outside.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Now here's Williams. And Shved kicks to Love. Off target from the wing.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Free throw off from Captain Clutch. Timberwolves trail by 5. And here is Shved. Shoots. Here's Pekovic. Goes up again. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers from Pekovic. He has 11 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
Well, anytime they've needed him, he's come through defensively. He's made a major impact on this game.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Celtics leading by 3. Doubled by Pekovic. Bass passes to Kobe. Here's Captain Clutch. Outside for Kobe. Nice ball movement by Boston. Captain Clutch. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. He feeds it to Miller. Shot misses. Nice D from Captain Clutch. Shot from 16. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Timberwolves trail by 3. He kicks it to Shved. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, ever since the second half started, he's been ice cold. Very little going his way right now.
That's good.
Yeah, they're making a statement here, guys, going inside for 8 of their last 10 points.
Time to man up on D and stop these free runs to the rim.
Now here's Shved. Now the feed to Love. On the wing, Williams. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Williams. And that's 13 points for Kevin Love. Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's Captain Clutch. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Captain Clutch. And the Celtics lead by 5. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Love up top. Lets it fly. Misses off the left eye. The Celtics have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Captain Clutch passes to Kobe. Here's Captain Clutch. Rebounded by Pekovic. Pekovic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Feeds it to Shved. Outside Williams. Passes it to Love. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And I don't know if there are too many players who start the break as well as he does. It's not just the accuracy that he has on his outlet passes, but how quick he makes them.
And he is also a tireless worker under the glass, Steve. More than a few guys have been on the receiving end of one of his elbows when the rebound is up for grabs. He uses his body very well.
Here's Captain Clutch. He passes to Bass. Captain Clutch from downtown. And again, Boston with the triple.
When you're hot, you're hot. This is unbelievable.
Here's Shved. Left side, Miller. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Boston leading by 4. Gibson with the screen on Miller. There's Captain Clutch. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Tore it down that time.
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Shved with it. Outside Williams. Pass to Love. The three-pointer no good.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Left side, Love. Pekovic dishes to Miller. Kicks it to Shved. To Love. Working on Gibson. Another miss by Love.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
No good from Captain Clutch. Timberwolves trail by 11. And Shved kicks to Miller. Miller off a pick from Love. On the wing, Williams. Love outside. Kept alive. And that one's good. Shved's got 19 points.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Back to Gibson. To the paint. Here's Bass. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And Bass no good on that one. Gibson passes to Kobe. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Here's Captain Clutch. Shot clock at 6. From deep. And that's collected by Love.
I don't mind that shot, though. He's an excellent three-point shooter. He's just showing a lot of confidence there.
I'm right with you there, Steve. I mean, let it flow when you're feeling it. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. Fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Left side, Love. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
Boy, when you got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's his third. Shooting for Boston. Captain Clutch. Will be at the line shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Shved dishes to Miller. And the pass to Pekovic. It's stolen by Bass. Here's Captain Clutch. Off on that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan of the game, Captain Clutch.
If I take you there.
Say you were the catalyst to winning the game tonight. I say you took it to the extreme with the amount. What do you think about that implication?
I guess you're questioning how much I had the ball in my hands tonight. I definitely had a lot of touches, but the game just seemed to be coming to me, you know? Sometimes you can't really stop it. You got to go with it. I thought I did that here, and it worked out pretty well, at least in my opinion. We did win the game, didn't we? So I don't have much else to say beyond that.